for decades. It is unshowed in recent years, making a wonderful opportunity to be shown once again. Lot 145.
We give 100,000. 100,000. Hands high, $100,000. 100, 125. 100 asking 125. 100's online asking 125. 125,000. Get your bid at 125. 125. 110. 120. 110 asking 120. 110. 120. $120,000. Internet right now, 120, 130. 130,000. 120, asking 130. Selling all the way, $130,000. 125, now 130. 125, asking 130. Right, 125, asking $130,000. 125, 130, 135. Now 135, now 140. 135, asking 140. Internet road at 140. $140,000. Right, 135, asking 140 going once. 135, 140 going twice. Selling all the way, ladies and gentlemen. The bid 140, 145. 145 now. 145. We're at 140, asking 145. 142.5, now 145. 145,000. We're at 142.5, asking 145. 145,000 going once. 142.5. 145,000. 145. 147.5 now. 147.5 now. 150. 150. 147.5. 150,000. 147.5. $150,000 internet road now, and it's selling all the way at 147.5. $150,000. Third and final time at $150,000. 152.5. 152.5. 155 now. We're going to hurry along at 155. 155,000. 152.5. Asking 155. $155,000 once. 155. 157.5. Now 160. Now 160 internet. 160,000. 160. 157.5. 160,000 going once. 157.5. 160,000. 162.5. 162.5. 165, 170, 165, 170, 165, now 170, internet road now, 165 in the room, 170 going once, 170 twice, third and final time at 175, now 175, now 180, 180, 175, internet road again at 175, asking 180, $180,000, we're at 175, $180,000 for the third and final time tonight. Internet, you want to do it. 180, 185, 185, 190, 185, $190,000. 185, $190,000. Internet, what do you want to do at 185, $190,000. Last chance, $190,000. Sold $185,000, and the buyer 9189.
Up next, lot 146, the 1910 Renault Type BZ Town Car. Largely original and well-preserved condition. A superb French engineering and American custom coachwork, imposing, dignified, and in a remarkable state of preservation. Lot 146, the 1910 Renault.
Ladies and gentlemen, who get $50,000 to start? $50,000 here tonight. Somebody will $50,000. I have 40,000 bid, now 50. 40,000, asking 50. $50,000. We're at 40, asking 50. $50,000. Hands high at 40, asking 50. $50,000. We're at 40. Who said 50? $50,000. We're at $40,000 only. Asking 50,000. 50,000. Who wants to be 45? $45,000. We're at 40. Asking 45. $45,000. We're at 40. 45. Hands high at $40,000. $45,000 where? $45,000. Go ahead at $45,000.
An incredible state of preservation, a wonderful example of the Renault Type BZ Town Car, very seldomly seen, and once again, largely original and well-preserved condition.
25 ahead, asking 30,000. We'll try 25. Who get 30? 30,000. We're at 25, asking $30,000. $30,000. We're at 25. $30,000 going once. 25. $30,000 going twice. Third and final time at $30,000. We'll close the bidding at $25,000.
Estimate was 125 to 175.
Coming in next, lot 147, the 1926 Hispano Suiza H6B Tour. A dramatic British coachwork on a superb French chassis. Former long-term ownership by noted collector David Uli, and an attractive older presentation in sporting colors. Lot 147.
147, ladies and gentlemen. How much of this one? We give 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 50 to start. Thank you. 75 now. 75,000. Hands high at 75,000. Rate 50. Asking 75. $75,000. At 75,000, who gives 60? 75 online. 85,000. 85,000. 85,000. $90,000. 85. Internet's out now at $90,000. We're at 85. Asking $90,000. 85. $90,000. We're at 85. Asking 90. $90,000. We're at 85 in the room. $90,000. 90 online. $100,000 now. 90. Asking 100. 100,000. 100,000. Who said 100? 90. Asking $100,000. We're at 90. Asking 100. $100,000 now at $100,000. It is online at $90,000. We give $100,000. 100. Thank you. You're wanting a drink, sir. Is that right? He was getting a drink. Okay, I'm sorry. 90, 100, 110, 110. So you just about bought a car for 110,000. 100 asking 110. 110,000. Most expensive drink he ever bought. 110,000. 100 asking 110. Internet, we're out now. 100,000 asking $110,000. 110,000 out. 110 online. 120. 110's bid. 120. 120,000. 110 on the internet, asking 120. 120. 130 internet. 130,000. We're at 120, asking 130. 130,000 internet at 120, asking 130. Going once. At 120, asking 130,000. Now 140. 130, asking 140. Selling tonight at 130, asking 140. $140,000. We're at 130. Who wants to be 135? Selling all the way at 130, 135. Last chance at $135,000. Sold 130. The hammer was down at 130. Internet buyer at 130.
Up next, lot 148, the 1925 Duesenberg 1228 Supercharged Racing Banana Wagon. Offered without reserve tonight, an exceptional recreation of Pete DiPolo's 1925 Indianapolis 500 winning Immortal Banana Wagon. Formerly owned by renowned American racing collector and historian David Uli, and powered by what is to believe to be the sole surviving 3-liter Duesenberg Straight 8. It was restored by noted early competition specialists, including Joe Sleens and Chris Layden. Lot 148, the 1925 Duesenberg Banana Wagon.
We give $100,000. $100,000 here tonight. 50 online, now $75,000. $75,000. We're at 50, 75, now 100. 100,000. 75's at the back of the room, asking $100,000. $100,000. We're at 75, $100,000. 100, thank you. 125 now. 125. 125, 150, 125, 150. The bids in the room are 135, 150, 160, 160, 170, 180, 180, 170, asking 180, 170, asking 180, $180,000. We're at 170, asking 180, 180,000. The bid is in the room at the back at 170. Selling tonight at $180,000 going once. 170. 180, thank you, Gordon. Now 190. $190,000. 185. 190. 185, asking 190. $190,000. We're at 185, asking 190. Going once. 185. $190,000 going twice. 190. 200,000, sir. $200,000. 195. 200,000. We're at 195, asking 200. 195. $200,000. We're at 195, 200, 205, 205,000. We're at 200, asking 205, $205,000 going once. 205 going twice. $205,000, 205 and a brand new bidder. Now 210. 210,000. We're at 205, asking $210,000. $210,000 going twice. $210,000. 215 now. 215, 220, 215, asking 20. $220,000 now. We're at 215, asking 220. $220,000. Yes or no? At 215. $220,000. Anyone else? At $220,000. Third and final chance. At $220,000. I need to know. At 220, 225, sir. 225, 230. 225, 230. We're at 225, asking $230,000. He's all done. Any advance at $230,000. Sold $225,000. Thank you, sir. 9352. 9352.
Okay, continuing on, lot 149, the 1926 Bugatti Type 35A Grand Prix. An ideal driver's Type 35A in a nicely presented condition. Overhead cam 8-cylinder engine with a 3 valves per cylinder, a superb powerhouse. One of the most iconic vintage racing automobiles of all time, lot 149.
Ladies and gentlemen, who did 100,000 to start? 100,000 to have 125. 125,000, 100, 125. $125,000 here tonight, 125, 150. 150,000, 175 now. 175, the bid's in the room. Internet road, 175. $175,000. We're at 150, asking 175. $175,000. We're at 150, asking 175. $175,000. Who wants to be 175? 160, is that what you're telling me? 160? 160, 150, asking 160. $160,000. We're at 150, asking 160. $160,000. We're at 150, asking $160,000.
Ladies and gentlemen, it does not get more iconic than a 1926 Bugatti Type 35. An iconic car with an incredible powerhouse with a 8-cylinder engine and the 3 valves per cylinder. An incredible racing car.
160 on the phone desk, 170. 170,000. We're at 160, asking 170. $170,000. We're at 160, asking 170. $170,000. Does anyone else want to bid at $170,000? We're at 160, asking 170. $170,000. We're at 160. $170,000. We're going to count it down at 160. $170,000. We're at 160. How about 165? 165. Selling today at 160. Asking 165. Selling all the way at 160. Asking 165 going once. 160. 165 twice. Third and final time at $165,000. Sold $160,000 on the phone desk, 160. 9577. 9577.
Lot 150, the 1985 Penske March 85C Indy car, offered without reserve tonight, is driven by Al Unser in the championship-winning season in 1985 with Penske Racing. 12 races in Unser's hands, including 6 podium finishes and 4th at the Indianapolis 500. Finished in its original Penske Pennzoil livery, it is an iconic piece of Indianapolis history.
Ladies and gentlemen, how much on this? We give $100,000 to start. $100,000 here tonight at $100,000. 75 I have to start. We give $100,000. 75 asking 100. 75, 100,000. Selling without reserve, ladies and gentlemen, at $100,000. We're at 75 asking 100,000. 75, $100,000. Any advance at $100,000. 75, $100,000. Who wants to be 80? $80,000. $80,000. We're at 75, $80,000. 75, $80,000. Hands high at $80,000. We're at 75 only, asking $80,000.
This March Indy car has a 700 horsepower turbocharged Cosworth V8 engine and a 5-speed manual transmission. It is exhibited in the Adley collection and is in a lovely cosmetic condition.
Who gives $75,000? $75,000 worth. $75,000. Who wants to do it at $75,000? Who gives 50 to start? 50,000. 60,000. I have 50 with Ken, asking 60. 50,000. 60,000. $60,000. We're at 50, asking 60. $60,000. We're at 50, asking 60. $60,000. We're at 50,000 only, asking 60. Selling tonight, ladies and gentlemen, 60 in the back of the room, and now $70,000. $70,000. Ken, at 60,000, asking 70. $70,000. Selling all the way at $70,000. We're at 60, asking 70,000. Going once. 60,000. 70,000. Going twice. 65. 62.5. Now 65. 65. Put your hands up. It's hard to see. 65. 67.5. 67.5 now. It's here to sell at 67.5. We're at 65,000. 67.5. Ken, what's he saying? 67.5. Going once. 67.5. Going twice. Third and final chance at 67,500. Sold the back of the room at $65,000. Help me with the number if you don't mind. 9994 9378. 9378. Thank you.
Up next, lot 151, the 1973 Ferrari 365 GT4 2+2. Offered without reserve tonight, a comfortable V12 5-speed Ferrari for the whole family. One of approximately 525 ever produced, and showing just over 39,000 miles at the time of cataloging, with an attractive presentation throughout, including the original interior.
We get 30,000 to start. $30,000 to connect. 30 and a half, now 40. $40,000. We're at 30, asking 40. How about 35? 35, 40,000. 35, asking 40, now 45. 45,000, we're at 40, asking 45. 45,000, selling all the way at $45,000. We're at 40, asking 45, now 50. It's on at 45, and now 50 again. 50,000, is that a bid? $50,000. $50,000, we're at 45 online, asking $50,000. $50,000, we're going to count it down at 45. 50,000 going once. 45. 47.5. 50, 55. 55. I'll take the biggest. 55,000. 55, 60,000. Bids online at 55, now 60. 55, 60,000. But it was online at 55. Now $60,000. We're at 55, asking 60,000 going once. 55. $60,000. Any of them? 57.5. Now 60,000. 57.5. 60,000. Internet. 62.5 now. 62.5. We're at 60,000. Asking 62.5. 62.5. The bid's online at 60. 62.5 going once. 60,000. 62.5 going twice. 65. 62.5. 65. Now 65. Bids online at 62.5. $65,000. Any advance at 65,000 going once. 62.5. 65,000 going twice. Third and final chance. The hammer is high at $65,000. Sold $62,500 online at $62,500.
Continuing on, lot 152, the 1963 Alfa Romeo Giulia 1600 Spider. Offered without reserve tonight, it is a nicely presented driver quality example and upgraded to the more potent Veloce specification, never fully restored, used and enjoyed by its caretakers. Lot 152.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the 63 Alpha, I have 20 to start. 25,000. 25,000 We're at 20. 25, now 30. 25, asking 30. $30,000, huh? 30, now 35. Go online at 30,000, asking 35. $35,000. We're at 30, asking 35. $35,000. We're at 30, asking 35. 30,000, asking 35,000. Going once. 32.5. Now 35. And now 35. We're at 32.5, asking 35. 37.5 now. 37.5. Bids with Ken at 35, asking 37.5. 37.5. It's going to sell tonight at 35. 37.5 and now 40,000 again. 40,000 O's. We're at 37.5 and now 40,000 O's. 40,000 O's. We're at 37.5. 40,000 going once. 37.5. 40,000 O's going twice. Third and final chance at 37.5. 40,000 O's. Anyone else? $40,000. Sold. 37,500. 9136. Thank you. 9136.
Up next, lot 153, the 1955 Imperial Crown Limousine, offered without reserve this evening. All proceeds from this sale will go to the James and Sherry Reisbeck Foundation, one of just 127 Imperial Crown limousines built for the 1955 model year, the height of mid-century American luxury, lot 153.
On the Imperial Crown, ladies and gentlemen, 2 thumbs up. 25, 30,000, 35,000, 35,000 O's, 35,000. Number 3, what are you doing? 35,000. 40, 45, 45, 45,000. I have 40 on the phone desk. 45, 50,000, 45, asking 50. 50,000, 55, thank you. 55,000, 55,000. We're at 50 on the aisle, asking 55,000 O's. 55,000 O's. We're at 50, 55 at the back, now 60. Now 60,000, now 65, 65, 70,000, 70,000 O's. We're at 65, asking 70,000. Bids in the room at 65, and now 70,000 going once. 65, 70,000 going twice. 67.5, you want to reconsider? 67.5. Any advance at 67,500. Sold. $65,000 in the back, 65 grand and